Safety at sea, it's important. We made a vlog about it. Here it goes. Sailing is one of the safest ways of seeing the world. Because you are going to get wet. There's no doubt about that.
You get a hole in the life raft, plug it, plug the hole.
Statistically speaking, sailing is one of the safest ways of seeing the world. But things go wrong. Can you handle the jandle when the shit hits the fan? Before going offshore again, we wanted to make sure we had our emergency skills and equipment up to date. Rob, Declan and Ivan spent a day at the Mount Albert swimming pools with Al Guire from Seawise putting their safety at sea knowledge to the test. I apologise in advance for the sound quality at the swimming pool.
What's the best make and model life raft that you have got?
The boat.
The boat.
Your life raft is a byproduct of your boat, only to be used as a last-ditch effort. In the event that you do have to abandon your boat, take everything with you that floats. Take your dinghy, take your paddleboard, take floaty tubes, even your man overboard equipment, because your life raft is going to feel very small very quickly. People become claustrophobic and don't want to be in it.
Who's going to be in charge of your abandonment if you have to abandon? A lot of people put their names down as skipper or owner or whatever it is, and they could be one of the people that are just totally in denial of the situation. It's important that you realise that somebody will step up to the position and they'll make decisions, okay? So everybody, you should practice a man overboard thing.
Expect the unexpected. There have been life rafts that don't self-inflate because cylinders have expired or been fitted incorrectly. There are even some that have the wrong inflating canister fitted and have burst the seams of the bladder in the raft. If it doesn't inflate, you have to pump it up by hand. You may be sitting in your dinghy pumping up your life raft. Because it's called a life raft doesn't mean that it's going to work.
It all started on a rainy day.
With this in mind, and because our life raft was due a service, we took it to Safety at Sea, where we learned what life-saving equipment gets packed into a life raft.
But they stay. I never thought that I'd get caught. What a lesson I've been taught.
You get a hole in the life raft, plug it, plug the hole.
A little notepad to write to your girlfriends, signal table.
15 litres of water. And what is this?
That's rations. Your ration.
Rations. There's a first aid kit.
That's 2 parachute flares, 6 handheld flares. You've got thermal protective aids, a couple of sponges.
Yep.
You've got 2 torches with spare batteries.
And a foot pump.
Pockets for stability.
Fill them up with water. They'll just fill up anyway, won't they? Yeah.
And this is your writing strap.
Oh, if it goes upside down, yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, hopefully we won't need it.
Yeah.
All that was left to do was assemble the grab bag and we were good to go. Grab bag looks a bit like this, and you put all the things that you want to take into your life raft in an emergency. Have it prepared before you leave shore so that if things go wrong, you're not running around like a headless chicken looking for all the pieces. They're all there, they're all in one place. Grab that and you head out the door. This is not everything that everybody should put in the life raft. This is what we put in our life raft. Yep. You can add to this list. It's totally up to you. But this is kind of the basics that you'd want to have in there. First of all, your passports. Declan. Over there. So after you've cleared customs, you get the passports.
You put them in your grab bag.
Bye-bye.
We got those.
Note, we've only got 3 passports.
4.
Well,
Well,
3
3.
of these ones. Finn is not travelling out to Fiji with us at this stage. He has to stay back. He's got commitments with rowing, so he's staying here.
You're gonna want some money. And you're also gonna want credit card when you land on shore. If you need any provisions, you might be really hungry, get the
Yep.
munchies.
Indeed. Water, an essential. Can't live without it. 3 days without water and you are dead. So there you go. We take some extra water. There's water in the life raft already.
And also,
We have this handy dandy little
Water
handheld
maker.
water maker. So you pop that into the sea, you pump the handle, and Bob's your Uncle Charlie's your aunt, you've got some water.
flares.
Does exactly what it says on the box.
This is a Cat 1 pack of flares. We've got 1 white hand flare, 2 red hand flares, 2 orange smoke torches, and 4 red parachute rocket ones.
Yeah. One thing about flares is if you are not carrying a gun on board, this is a handy thing to have to get rid of an intruder. You hold it, firing it at the person, boom, twist it, pull the thing, and it acts as a very nice deterrent for getting rid of unwanted guests.
We've got a lot of nuts and like trail mixes and whatnot, that kind of stuff. We've also got chocolate.
One of the essential
Whittaker's
food
best chocolate in the world.
Best chocolate in the world, Whittaker's chocolate. There's 4 lovely big bars of chocolate there. That will last us one afternoon probably. Probably should pack more. The EPIRB, really essential. If you want to be picked up really quickly, set that off and it sends out a little, what are they called? Message.
Radio
It
wave.
says, yes, it sends a message. Ships in the area are obliged to divert to pick up someone who is in distress and set off their EPIRB. So that is an essential. Medical stuff. Okay, it's pretty choppy in a life raft, so we don't tend to take seasickness tablets normally. We tend to just get over the 2 days of seasickness, but that's a good idea when you're in a tiny little life raft.
We also have all these antibiotics for, like, we've got some more seasickness tablets in there, and like if you get
Back
sick
band,
and stuff.
just a basic little first aid kit. I believe there's also another one in the life raft. Foil blankets and little thermal suits, because you are going to get wet. There's no doubt about that. You will get wet. This is something that will heat you up.
Fishing rod, or just a bit of fishing wire and hook. Knife. This thing would probably be used for filleting and whatnot. Make sure that you keep it sheathed because, you know, on a life raft, it's kind of...
Yeah, holes are not your friend.
Yeah.
VHF radio plus extra batteries. If a ship is alongside you and they're calling down to you, then you might not be able to hear a word they say. But if you can talk to each other through the VHF, that's a very handy thing to have.
Entertainment. Cards, entertainment. Entertainment is essential when you're like trapped inside a life raft because all you've got is you and whoever's around you, and it's a very small space.
And even if you're on your own,
Yeah.
if you're the only one that makes it, you can play solitaire by yourself.
And
There you
maybe
go.
a quick round of pick up 52. But
This actually should probably have come out with the flares. This is a rescue laser flare. It's a torch, but it can send a signal up to 20 miles. It's waterproof. It's got extra batteries and it has a 72-hour battery life, although you again would pack extra batteries for this.
yeah. Last but not least, a marine distress sheet.
So, as I said, this is not a full list. If you've got any more ideas of things you could put in a grab bag, don't hesitate to put them in the comments below and let us know what you think. What did you add to your grab bag? That's what we're putting in ours. And be grateful Rob isn't guiding your family to find their life raft in a simulation of a moonless night. They were on the road to nowhere.